Well, the impeachment trial is now underway in Washington, while the man at the center of the fight is watching from Switzerland. Joining us now in studio is Dr. Shawn Wilson, a political science professor at Wright State University, as we break down this process. Thank you for being with us here tonight.
Thank you, Brooke.
I think it's important to establish today that what we're seeing is not the trial itself. We're still talking about the rules. In other courts across the United States, those rules are already set. Why are these up for debate right now?
Well, this is a process that's given over to the Senate, and each institution can create its rules. You know, the House had a process that had some rules that were controversial, and now the Senate is going to have its rules, and it's trying to use the same model that they used in the Clinton impeachment, and it looks like they have the votes for that. Mitch McConnell seemed to think that he had 53 votes for it. It looks like he does, but he did have to amend those a bit today, and I think that his rules are going to pass.
From the political side of this, we've heard a lot about being able to call witnesses for this trial. What would you say the argument against witnesses would be?
The argument against witnesses is actually pretty simple. The argument is this: Richard Nixon was impeached in his second term, even though what he did bad things during the election. Bill Clinton was impeached in his second term, and the reason why impeachments come in the second term usually is because you have a special counsel that investigates, and they go into court and litigate executive privilege, and they get to the bottom of that, and they get all the evidence there, and then send it over to the House. This impeachment is being done as an election year event, and it's really, impeachment is not supposed to be in the election. In the past, it comes after the election, and so the argument would be is that, look, you all aren't doing this the right way, and you really should have done this the way that we've conventionally done it in the past.
Well, both parties have already said a lot about the impeachment of the president. How do you expect the senators will perform as a jury? They've released some rules today, things like no cell phones and paying attention.
I don't actually speak of the senators as actually being a jury. I mean, it's more of a political process. But my sense is, I've read some things where it's going to be uncomfortable for them, you know, because they have to be there. Normally, they don't always have to be there. And I think that they're going to find it inconvenient. Senators generally are a little stuffy to begin with, and I think that they'll have to sit through this inconvenience, and then they'll be glad when it's over.
Lastly, is this a foregone conclusion, and how do you think this will be viewed in history as we move forward?
Oh, I think that's very clear. As a political scientist, it's pretty clear to me. I see typology. There's type A impeachment and type B. Type B impeachment doesn't involve serious criminality, doesn't involve a special prosecutor, and has a different kind of procedure, and has partisan voting. And that's what you're seeing. If students ask me, what does this show us? It shows us a different type of impeachment.
All right, Dr. Shawn Wilson from Wright State University, we appreciate your insight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.